Two people can grow up in the same city, study in the same school, work equally hard, and still end up living completely different financial lives. One person slowly builds wealth, creates opportunities, and gains financial freedom over time. The other remains trapped in constant stress, debt, and survival despite years of effort. So what creates the difference? Is it luck? Education? Family background? Mindset. The way people think about money, opportunities, risk, learning, and success affects their financial future deeply. Today, we are going to explore the real difference between a rich mindset and a poor mindset, not in terms of intelligence or human value, but in terms of financial thinking and long-term behavior, because wealth is not only built through income, it is also built through habits, beliefs, decisions, and psychological patterns repeated over many years. Let's begin with one important truth. A poor mindset does not mean someone is a bad person or financially poor forever. And a rich mindset does not automatically mean someone already has millions of dollars. These terms mainly describe how people think and behave around money, opportunities, and personal growth. One of the biggest differences is how each mindset views money itself. People with a poor mindset often see money as something temporary and difficult to keep. They may focus mainly on immediate survival or short-term pleasure because financial pressure dominates daily life. As a result, money is often spent quickly rather than planned carefully. People with a rich mindset usually view money as a tool that can create more opportunities, security, and future growth. Instead of asking, "What can I buy with this money?" they often ask, "How can this money help me grow financially?" Another major difference is long-term thinking versus short-term thinking. A poor mindset often prioritizes immediate comfort or emotional satisfaction. For example, someone may spend extra income instantly on luxury items, entertainment, or appearance because short-term happiness feels emotionally rewarding. A rich mindset focuses more on delayed gratification. That means sacrificing some comfort today to create greater freedom tomorrow. Saving, investing, learning skills, or building businesses may not provide instant excitement, but they create long-term rewards over time. This ability to think long-term is one of the strongest predictors of financial success. Another key difference is how each mindset views learning and self-improvement. People trapped in a poor mindset sometimes believe financial success is mostly based on luck, connections, or things outside their control. Because of this belief, they may stop trying to improve skills or financial knowledge consistently. A rich mindset usually believes learning is one of the most valuable investments a person can make. Wealthy thinkers often spend time reading, studying business, learning new skills, understanding investments, and improving themselves continuously. They understand that knowledge can increase opportunities and income over time. Risk is another major difference between the two mindsets. A poor mindset often fears risk completely because losing money feels emotionally devastating. This fear can prevent people from starting businesses, investing, changing careers, or exploring opportunities that involve uncertainty. A rich mindset understands that all growth involves some level of calculated risk. Successful people still fear failure, but they often focus more on potential opportunities than fear alone. They learn how to manage risks instead of avoiding them entirely. Another important difference is how people react to failure. Someone with a poor mindset may view failure as proof that they are not capable or deserving of success. One mistake can destroy motivation completely. But people with a rich mindset often treat failure as feedback and learning experience. They understand that mistakes are part of growth and improvement. Many successful entrepreneurs, investors, and business leaders failed multiple times before achieving financial success. The difference is that they continued learning and adapting instead of quitting permanently. Poor mindset thinking is often heavily influenced by scarcity. Scarcity thinking creates constant fear that there is never enough money, opportunity, or success available. This fear can create jealousy, stress, and unhealthy competition with others. A rich mindset usually focuses more on abundance and growth. It believes opportunities can be created through learning, networking, creativity, and consistent effort. Instead of constantly comparing themselves to others, wealthy thinkers often focus on personal progress and value creation. Another huge difference is spending behavior. People with poor financial habits often spend money to appear wealthy socially. Expensive clothes, luxury gadgets, and flashy lifestyles become ways to seek validation or status. Social media has intensified this problem dramatically. Many people now feel pressure to look successful online even while struggling financially in reality. A rich mindset focuses more on actual financial stability rather than appearance. Truly wealthy individuals are often more careful with money than people expect. They prioritize ownership, investments, assets, and financial security over temporary status symbols. Another major difference is understanding assets and liabilities. A poor mindset often spends money mainly on things that lose value quickly. Expensive items may create temporary excitement but provide no long-term financial return. A rich mindset focuses on acquiring assets that can generate future income or increase in value over time. Businesses, investments, property, skills, and productive systems become priorities instead of only consumption. Time management is also very different. People trapped in survival thinking often exchange time directly for money without building systems for future freedom. A rich mindset values time extremely highly and looks for ways to create leverage that may include investments, businesses, automation, or scalable skills that continue producing income beyond physical labor alone. Another hidden difference is emotional control. Financially successful people often learn how to control impulsive decisions better. They avoid emotional spending, panic investing, or reacting blindly to trends. Poor financial thinking is often driven heavily by emotions like fear, jealousy, insecurity, or desire for quick results. Patience is another critical factor. A poor mindset often wants immediate rewards and quick success. Many people search constantly for shortcuts, instant wealth, or easy money opportunities. This sometimes leads to scams, risky decisions, or financial disappointment. A rich mindset understands that real wealth usually takes years of discipline, consistency, and strategic thinking. Building financial freedom is often slow and repetitive rather than exciting. Environment also shapes mindset powerfully. People surrounded by negativity, financial stress, or limiting beliefs may unconsciously adopt those same thought patterns. On the other hand, exposure to financially educated and growth-focused individuals can completely change someone's mindset over time. This is why networking, mentorship, and learning environments matter so much. Another important difference is responsibility. A poor mindset often blames everything entirely on outside circumstances without focusing on personal improvement. While external systems and economic difficulties are real, wealthy thinkers still focus on what they can control directly. They take responsibility for improving skills, habits, decisions, and financial awareness step by step. This does not mean every rich person works harder or every poor person lacks intelligence. Many hardworking people still struggle due to economic inequality, limited opportunities, or difficult life circumstances. But mindset strongly influences how people respond to challenges and opportunities over time. The good news is that mindset can change. Financial thinking is not fixed permanently from birth. People can learn new habits, improve financial literacy, develop discipline, and adopt healthier relationships with money. Small changes in thinking eventually create massive changes in behavior, and repeated behavior shapes long-term financial outcomes. In the end, the real difference between rich mindset and poor mindset is not about ego, superiority, or human worth. It is about perspective, discipline, emotional control, learning, and long-term thinking. Because true wealth usually begins in the mind long before it appears in a bank account. And the way someone thinks about money today may quietly shape the financial life they experience tomorrow.